Hello friends, we start with our next problem solving sessions. Till date we have completed different type of problems under initial conditions. Now we'll see the next class of problem in initial conditions. You will find this class of problems also asked in various competitive examinations. So now we'll see how such problems will be solved using the concept of initial condition. So we start with our next session. If still you have not subscribed, comment and like my channel, please do it, because once you subscribe it will be more easy for you to go through my all previous videos. Already I have posted a lot of videos regarding initial conditions and all other topics, so you can easily able to understand the videos once you subscribe it. And the link of my previous video is already mentioned in my description box. You can follow it and try to understand all the concepts of initial condition. So we start with the next problem solving session and we will see the different type of problems. So friend, this is our next problem. In this problem you have to find the value of is at t equal to 0 plus. It means you can say that is basically a function of time t, and therefore you have to find is 0 positive. Okay, but see, in this type of problems, whenever they will ask you the value of current and voltage whatever at t equal to 0 plus, that means you directly not have to find first the solution and then you have to find the condition at t equal to 0 plus. Okay, here this is a different class of problem in initial condition, in which what we will see, we will just identify the nature of the element, or you can say the condition of the element, whether they are initially charged or uncharged depending upon the values or the condition of switch mentioned in the problem, and then based on their initial values we will redraw the circuit at t equal to 0 plus, and one can easily able to find the solution. So this is one type of category. Okay, so just analyze it and just try to understand it, so that you will understand what are the different type of categories coming under initial conditions. So in this problem if you see the condition of switch, this is at t equal to 0, this is at t equal to 0. So you can say that at t equal to 0 the switch is getting closed. Okay, that means at t equal to 0 negative, if you talk about at t equal to 0 negative, you can say that the switch is open. Yes, at t equal to 0 negative your switch S is open. Yes, it is open. So if it is open, then this is the condition. I am redrawing this circuit. This inductors behaves like a short circuit. Here it is, and it is getting open circuited. It's getting open circuited. So switch is open. We have removed. If I call here is, let this say this is C1 and this is C2. So I said VC1, and similarly I said here it is VC2. Both the capacitor will get open circuited. Okay, and the inductor gets short circuited, and this is the situation. Now if you see, just by applying, if I say that current here is I am talking about this current I, which is flowing in this manner because it is open circuited, no current will enter here. So you can say that the value of I0 negative, since this current is across the inductor, you can say it is I0 negative is what, it is 12 by 12, and that comes to be 1 ampere. And this is equal to I0 positive. Okay, so this is your initial condition. Not initial condition, this is your initial current, which shows that yes, your inductor is initially energized by a 1 ampere current. Okay, now if you talk about the voltage VC1 and VC2, how we find this VC1 and VC2? See, very important thing, both the capacitor will get charged. What is that voltage? You can say that if you apply one KVL here, so you can say that your VC1 plus VC2 is what? It is 4. This is your first condition. This Vc1 is basically Vc1 0 negative plus Vc2 0 negative, that is 4. Okay, yes, this is the overall voltage appearing here because of the current which is flowing through 4 ohm resistance. Now your task is to find the value of Vc1 0 negative and Vc2 0 negative. If you see, in my previous sessions I mentioned you about how to find the voltage across capacitor. For here I am directly finding because the voltage here appearing is as 4 volt. So you can say that it is 4 into, in case of capacitor you have to take a different capacitor. So if it is C1 and C2, so it is 4 into C2 upon C1 plus C2. This is the value for Vc1 0 negative. Similarly you can say that for Vc2 0 negative, it is 4 into C1 upon C1 plus C2. Now just by putting this value, that is 4 into 6 upon 3 plus 6, it is 9, and 3 2, so that comes to be 8 by 3 volts. Similarly if you solve this, it is 4 into 3 upon 3 plus 6, so that comes to be 4 by 3 volt. Okay. So this is the value of Vc1 0 negative and Vc2 0 negative. In this way you have find the value of these two voltages, and if you see, if you add these two, that comes to be a 4 volt. Okay, so in this manner you identify that yes, this inductor is also initially charged and the capacitors are also initially charged. So once you identify this condition, you have to directly draw your circuit at t equal to 0 positive. So for the time being I am writing here the initial current, that is I0 negative, that is I0 positive is 1 ampere, and Vc1 0 negative, that is Vc1 0 positive, is equal to 8 by 3 volt. Similarly Vc2 0 negative, Vc2 0 positive is 4 by 3 volt. Now we draw our circuit at t equal to 0 plus. When you draw the circuit at t equal to 0 plus, now see, this is your circuit. The switch is closed. As I told you earlier in my previous videos of initial condition, there I explained to you that if a inductor or a capacitor is initially charged, so in case of inductor, if it is initially charged, then at t equal to 0 positive, the charge inductor behaves like a current source. And in case of capacitor, if it is initially charged, then the charged capacitor behaves like a voltage source. And similarly, if it is not charged, so you can refer my previous video just for understanding, this capacitor will behave like an open circuit and this capacitor will behave like a short circuit in the condition at t equal to 0 positive when they are initially uncharged. But for the condition mentioned here, we have identified that yes, the inductor and both the capacitors are initially charged by some current and voltages. So accordingly we have draw the circuit at t equal to 0, the switch is closed. So this is your condition. Very simple. Now your task is to find this value. This is your current Is, very important. Okay, this is your current Is. Now how you find the value of Is? Okay, this we have to understand. Now if you see, if I consider, let's say current is flowing here as I, so can you say that I plus Is is 1 ampere? This is our equation first. Please see, I plus Is, when these two current added, the current will flow in here is the branch, so that is 1 ampere. So once you know the value of I, can you able to find the value of Is? Yes. So for finding out the value of I, should I apply one loop here? Yes. So if I apply this loop here, so that will be 8 upon 3, that is equal to 4 of I. and from here the value of I comes to be 2/3 ampere. Okay, this is the value of I. Now if you put this value here, so it is Is plus by 2/3 is equal to 1. So from here the value of Is comes to be what? It is 1 minus 2/3, that comes to be 1/3 ampere. The value of Is comes to be 1/3 ampere. This is your answer. Very simple. So from here we understand that yes, it is essential to find the initial conditions of the element connected, and then one can easily find the value of current, voltage, whatever you have to find at t equal to 0 positive. So this is the way to solve such type of problem. Here we have not identified any equation at t greater than 0, that is ist, but we have directly find the solution. So this is one category, and the problem you will find in all type of examinations like GATE, engineering services, or in various PSUs. Largely this problem used to come. Okay, so this is first example. We'll go for the next example. So this is our next category of problem, friends. In this problem you have to find the value of VL0 plus, or you can say at t equal to 0 plus. That means you can write here as VLT at t0 plus, or you can say it is VL0 plus. This value you have to find. A very important thing, that the initial value of current, as I mentioned here, is 1.2 ampere. This is the value of initial current already given in the problem. This is an engineering services problem. Initial engineering services IS exam problem. Initial current is mentioned as 1.2 ampere in the inductor. So since there is one inductor and initial current is already mentioned, you can say that the value of I0 negative and the value of I0 positive as mentioned as 1.2 ampere. Very important thing. This direction was also mentioned. You have to find the value at t equal to 0 positive. So what we will do, since there is no other elements present here, we will directly draw at t equal to 0 plus. If you see, the circuit will be in this manner. Since the inductor is initially charged by a current of 1.2 ampere, you can say that the current here is 1.2 ampere and it is a current source because it is initially charged. These all values are of 2.5 and this is your 10 volt. Okay, now if you see, for finding out VL0 positive, basically you have to find the voltage. So is it not possible to apply loop here because of presence of this current source, and there exists a concept of super mesh. So what I will do, I will apply this loop here and one can get the answer. Now if you see, this 1.2 ampere current will enter here. This value is 1.2 ampere. No current will enter here because of open circuit. So this 1.2 ampere will enter here. If I consider, let some current is flowing here, I. So what is the current here? It is I plus of 1.2. Now if you know the value of I, you can get the value of VL0 positive. For finding out the value of I am applying this loop. So you can say that it is minus 2 plus 10 is equal to 2.5 of I plus of 2.5 of I plus of 1.2. Okay, so from here it is 5 of I plus 2.5 into 1.2. So that comes to be 5 of I plus of 3, or you can say it is 5 of I equal to 7, or I equal to 7 by 5. That comes to be how much? It is 1.4 amperes. Okay, it is what? 1.4 amperes. So this is the value of I. Now once you know the value of I, can you find the value of VL0 positive? Yes, just by applying this loop. So here I am applying this loop. This loop I am applying here. Please see, it is VL0 positive because no voltage source existing here. It is equal to, in both the resistance, 2.5 ohm. So that is, I will write it as 5 into 1.2. 1.2 ampere flowing, plus of 2.5 into I plus of 1.2. okay, the value of I is 1.4, so you can write it as 6 plus of 2.5 into the value of I is 1.4 plus of 1.2, that comes to be 6 plus of 2.5 into 2.6. if you solve this comes to be 6.5. finally it comes to be 12.5. the value of VL0 positive comes to be 12.5 volt. This is the answer. This was an engineering service question. Okay, so this is the way we have solved the problem. It is not that much lengthy, very easy. Here I have just explained so that you will able to understand the concept and easily apply in all type of problems. Okay, we go for the next problem. Friend, this is our next problem. You have to find the value of Vx at t equal to 0 plus, and the voltage Vx is across here, that is across the 20 ohm is given as mentioned here. Now the important thing is at t equal to 0, if you see the switch S is open. That means at t equal to 0 negative, S is closed. Okay, so this is the condition. Now if you draw this circuit at t equal to 0 negative, what will be the condition? This is your resistance. As I said earlier, first of all you have to identify the initial values, the very basic step. Okay, no need to confuse in any type of problem. Whenever you find an initial condition problem, your first task is to draw the circuit at t equal to 0 negative, and you'll get the initial values of the element connected. So if this is a inductor, it is getting short circuited, and here is the resistance of 20 ohm. Okay, if I say some current, not here, if I say some current IL0 negative is flowing here, so this is the condition. Since it is short circuited, this also gets short circuited, so now your circuit will become in this manner. Okay, this is short circuited, and the current here is IL0 negative. This is 2.5 ampere, and this is 20 ohm. Now what is the value of IL0 negative? See, solving this type of problem, sometimes a confusion will be there that since it is a short branch, we always used to talk that ideally an infinite current will flow. Okay, sometimes you people will get confused what is the exact value. So for solving such type of just for your understanding, I am explaining this. For solving such type of problems, you can convert this into a source transformation. Okay, and then you understand that yes, the value of this, how we'll find it. Okay, if you apply this source transformation here within these blue dots, so it comes to be what? It is in this form. This is your 20 ampere, not 20 ampere, it is 20 ohm, and this comes to be your 50 volt. Yes, and if you talk about this, let's say this is the point, so here the current which was flowing as IL0 negative. So from here you can say that the value of IL0 negative is 50 by 20, that comes to be what? It is 2.5 ampere. So this is one important thing which I want to explain from here. The value of IL0 negative is 1.5, or you can say the value of IL0 negative, that is IL0 positive, is equal to 2.5 ampere, 2.5 ampere, okay, not 1.5. So this way we have find the value of initial current across the inductor. Now at t equal to 0 positive, since we have to find the value, if I draw this circuit will be, now please see, this switch will remain open. This inductor will behave like a current source, okay, and this is your resistance, and here is the voltage as Vx with value as 20 ohm. Now if you see, there is no significance of this network, or you can say a part of network which is connected here. So can I remove it? Why? Because it is open circuit. So there is no mean. I should make in this form also. So from here you can see that this value, that is 2.5 ampere, what will happen? It will flow in this manner, okay, like that it is flowing. So if I draw the terminals here, so this terminal is your negative terminal, this terminal is your positive terminal. For finding out the value of Vx, you have to apply the loop in this manner. Minus to plus, that is Vx is equal to what? It is 20 into 2.5, and the sign comes to be minus, so that comes to be how much? It is minus of 50 volt. So the value of Vx at 0 positive comes to be how much? It is minus of 50 volt. Okay, so this is the value. Okay. So in this manner we understand that yes, in this way you can find the value of Vx0 positive. This question was also asked in engineering services. Now friend, this is your next category of problems in which you have to find the value of this I and V at t equal to 0 plus, at t equal to infinite, and then you have to find the differential of di by dt and dv by dt. Okay, so this is next category of problem in which inductor and capacitors are connected and the switch condition is already mentioned above. So you have to find. So again, as I told you earlier, whenever you find a problem of initial condition, your first task is to identify the initial values of element. So considering our flow of finding out first the initial value, you will find the circuit at t equal to 0 negative. If you see, the switch is going to be open at t equal to 0 negative. Again and again I will not write here, you have to just identify with the condition of the switch, okay. And in your exam also, for saving your time, you have not to write that condition, just to interpret it. So this is your 24 volt, this is short circuited, this is 10 ohm, this is 2 ohm, and this is V0 negative, and you can say the current flowing here, it is I0 negative. Why? Because the current which is flowing through the inductor. So if you find the value of this current, can you able to find? Yes, just by applying one KVL, you can say that 24 is equal to 12 into I0 negative, because the sum of these two resistance 10 and 2 is 12. So from here you can say that the I0 negative is 24 by 12, and that comes to be 2 ampere. Once you know the value of I0 negative, can you find the value of V0 negative? Yes, V0 negative is what? You can apply this loop. It is 2 into I0 negative, and 2 into 2, that comes to be 4 volt. This value is also I0 positive, and this value also V0 positive. So from here you have find first two values, that is I0 positive comes to be it is 2 ampere, and V0 positive comes to be 4 volt. Okay, so this is our first solution. Now for finding at t equal to infinite, just keep in mind directly you have to draw the circuit at t equal to infinite. So for drawing at t equal to infinite, I already told you in my previous video what is the condition at t equal to infinite, especially for capacitors and inductor. So if I draw this circuit, please see, it is 2 ohm, the resistance here. See, this capacitor at t equal to infinite behaves like an open circuit. The same condition at t equal to 0 negative. Now this switch is getting closed at t equal to infinite, so this 10 ohm resistance will be disappeared because of short circuit, and this inductor again behaves like a short circuit, and this is the condition of your source. Very simple. It's 24 volt. Now you can say that here the voltage appearing is V infinite and here the current flowing is I infinite. Yes, this 10 ohm resistance will disappear because of short circuit, because this switch getting closed. So you can directly draw this circuit. Now for finding out the value of I infinite, you can say that 24 is equal to 2 into I of infinite, or you can say the value of I infinite is 24 by 2, that is 12 ampere. Once you know the value of I infinite, can you find the value of V infinite? Yes, or directly you can apply this loop. You can say that the value of V infinite minus 24 is 0, or you can say the value of V infinite is 24 volt. So from here you have find the value of I infinite and V infinite. Now the last is to find the value of di by dt and dv by dt at t equal to 0 plus. We'll see. Now for finding out these value, now it is very important. Just try to understand it. You cannot find di by dt 0 positive and dv by dt 0 positive just by integrating or differentiating the value. Okay. For finding out these solution, first of all you have to draw the circuit at t equal to 0. Very important. Just keep in mind. You have to draw the circuit at t equal to 0. This is a step. Okay, and just follow the step. If you draw the circuit at t equal to 0, so this is your capacitor. This is 2 ohm. At t equal to 0, the switch is getting closed, the 10 ohm resistance will disappear, and this is your inductor. I already told you in my previous video, when I am talking about t equal to 0, it is the condition at which we find the solution in the circuit. Yes, this is 24 volt. Now for finding out di by dt and dv by dt, that means if I talk about this inductor and this capacitor, so can you say that if this is the voltage appearing across here, so this voltage is appearing at this node and this is V. Okay, so can you say that the current here is in this fashion if I apply a nodal analysis at this node? So you can say that it is C dV by dt, okay, plus V by 2, this current, and the current which is coming here, but this is already coming here. So you can say that it is minus of I is equal to 0. Yes? Yes, because in this branch the current is coming towards the node, that's why I have taken it as I. Very important thing is, this dV is basically a Vt, your voltage in terms of time domain. This IT in terms of time domain. Okay, this is important. This is important. Just try to understand it. Why? Because this V is the voltage across this capacitor and it is a time varying voltage. Similarly, the current is across the inductor, it is a time varying current. So you can say that it is IT. So yes, you can write in this manner. Now for finding out this value, if you put this value, if you put the value of time at t equal to 0 positive in this equation, so if I put this value here, I am writing this become C dv0 positive upon dt plus of V0 positive upon 2 and minus of I0 positive, and that is equal to 0. If I write this equation at t equal to 0 positive, please see here, it is C dV upon dt 0 positive plus of V0 positive upon 2 and minus of I0 positive, that is equal to 0. Okay. Now you know the value of this V0 positive, you know the value of this I0 positive. Why? Because it is an initial voltage and current across the capacitor and inductor. What is V0 positive? It is 4 volt. So you can say that it is 4 by 2 minus of, what is I0 positive? It is 2, that is equal to 0. And that is what? This is C dV by dt at 0 positive. So from here you can directly write it dV by dt at 0 positive comes to be what? 0. It is volt per second, very important. It is volt per second. Okay, so from here you have find the value of dV by dt at t equal to 0 positive, and this is the way or the procedure you can find these values. Okay, now our next task is to find the value of di by dt at 0 positive. Now if you see the voltage here, if I write this voltage as VL, yes, this is the condition of this voltage VL, because if you see here is the current I, so this is the terminal, because once you find the voltage, this is the condition. So this is your VL and the current flowing here is in this manner. So from here, whatever the voltage here, that is VL, is what? It is L di by dt, or you can say the VLT, the voltage across the inductor, is L dit by dt. Yes. Now friends, if I apply this loop from here to here, this is the ground terminal. So what it is? It is V minus 2 plus VL minus 24, that is equal to 0. Yes. This is one KVL. Or you can say it is basically Vt plus of VLT minus of 24 is 0. The VLT is what? It is L di by dt, or you can say it is I am writing it as IT minus of 24 is equal to 0. Okay, so this is our equation. Now if I put this value at t equal to 0 plus, if I put this value at t equal to 0 plus, now what is the condition? It is V0 positive plus of L di by dt at 0 positive minus of 24 is equal to 0. What is V0 positive? We have already found as 4 volt. So it is 4 plus the value of L is 0.4 di by dt at 0 positive minus of 24 is equal to 0. Or if you solve it, it comes to be di by dt at 0 positive, that is equal to 20 by 0.4, and that comes to be 50 ampere per second. So this answer comes to be 50 ampere per second. Finally, we have find the value at di by dt at t equal to 0 positive. So just keep in your mind, whenever you have to find differential of current and voltage under any circumstances, you have to first draw the circuit at t equal to 0 and then you have to follow the procedure to find the values. So this is one important problem in which we have understand this concept. Okay.